So we're going to find the slope for the equation, table, and graph. The first one is the slope of the equation, and remember that this goes in the form of y equals mx plus b, and the m is the slope. So for the first one, the slope would be just 11. The slope for the table are the changes in y's over the changes in x's. This is informal. So if we look at the table, we can see that the y's appear to be increasing each time by 16, and the x's are increasing by 1. So the slope would be 16 over 1, or just 16. In the slope for the graph, we could find 2 points and again use the slope formula, but we can kind of look at this and see, okay, at the first point here, it's at 0, 20. Then I'm going to put a dot, and it looks like the next one's going to be at 1, 40. So this is the same idea as the table. I could make a table for this. 0, 1, and then it would be 20, 40. And you'll notice that the y's are going up by 20 and the x's are going up by 1. So the slope would be 20 over 1, or just 20. The slope for the ones here to the right will all be negative. That's a little hint to get started. You may want to pause it and try this on your own. So for the first one, the number in front of x, when y is by itself here, we have y by itself. Y equals negative 15x plus 33. So the slope is negative 15. And the next one, notice that the x's this time are increasing by 2, but the y's are going down by 32. If you're not really sure how to do that in your head, we take the second number and subtract it from the first. So 39 minus a negative 7 is 39 plus 7. That would give you a negative 32. So the slope of the table would be negative 32 over a positive 2, which is negative 16. And this graph starts at 0, 24. And if I can find a nice clean point, which is where it goes through the little corner there, I can, after 1, it would be at 20. So the change in y's, notice that the graph is negative because we're going down to the right. So if I have our table, that the y's are going down by 4 and the x's are going up by 1. So the change in y's over the change in x's is negative 4 over 1, which is just negative 4. And again, for these last tables and graphs, we could use the slope equation, which is right there at the top. Y2 minus Y1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And those 2's and 1's just represent the first x, second x, first y, and second y, respectively. And there are different videos to help you with that. If you have any kind of questions, ask your math teacher.